In today's Leeds news, potential update on Weston McKennie's Leeds future. Leeds new kit potentially linked. Leeds Ladies in action. Roundup of international call-ups. Liam Cooper on starting future. And Rafael Guerreiro linked with Leeds again. Hey folks, Thursday, 16th of March. I hope you're having a good week. How's everyone doing? Weird one today. It's later, busy day. It's gone a bit later. I'm not going to cover Javi Gracia's press conference, but what I am going to start doing is match previews. So there will be a live stream tonight on the channel going over the press conference, over Wolves press conference as well, and some information on what's going to happen going into the weekend on injuries and players availability and all of that and what's been said. So that'll become later tonight, probably around 7-8 o'clock tonight. That's when that will go live, but I will put a holding placeholder in the channel if you're interested in that. We'll do chat as well. I'm going to do previews and reviews going forward as well for Leeds games. There won't be a review this week because I'm out at the weekend because it's Paddy's Day, but outside of that I might do it Sunday, but we'll more information on that as it comes. Let's crack on with this. We'll start off with Weston McKennie and some news coming out from Tuto Sport, and what they're claiming is that Leeds may not take up the option to keep McKennie at the club next season. What they're saying is Aston Villa are very keen. Unai Emery is a fan of McKennie and is keen to bring him in to Aston Villa this summer. Leeds have an option or an obligation, it's not very clear, to buy McKennie should he play 10 games and Leeds remain in the Premier League. However, we also know that Juventus are keen to swap McKennie for Willy Gnonto on a cash plus McKennie deal. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. Leeds are said to be fighting that and don't want to lose Gnonto no matter what happens, stay up or go down. But what is being claimed by Tuto Sport is that Leeds will not look to redeem the option on McKennie at the end of the season, and that will open the door for Aston Villa to step in and make a move to bring McKennie to Villa Park, which I don't know how people feel about that. I quite like McKennie. I've liked what he's done at Leeds. I think he's tidy on the ball, but I understand a lot of people aren't blown away by what he's brought so far. I think just was a bit of confusion as to what he was brought in to do at Leeds. He's not our creative number 10 that we're desperately needing, but he is our box-to-box midfielder, but more options needed in there. Moving on, we're going to have a quick chat about a potential leaked kit and a website claiming that Leeds' new kit will be akin to this Swedish national kit that you can now see on screen. There is a room, they said they've seen a brief outline of the kit and it will contain the blue and yellow 3-stripe combination on the sleeves. Not confirmed whether the badge will be a central badge or not, but it seems to be something that Adidas are moving to, and it seems that Leeds are going to stick with Adidas in the foreseeable future, even if they get relegated this season. They've signed a very lucrative deal with Adidas. It'd be nice to get an Adidas kit that's bang on the money with Leeds, because I know a lot of people like the newer versions of kits, but I'm a traditionalist and I like the proper Leeds yellow, the proper Leeds blue, and not navy, and not that weird watered down light yellow or luminous yellow we had last year. So let me know what you think. There it is on screen. Have a look. Let me know what you think front and back. It's not going to be identical to that, but they said it's very similar to this in its styling. So I think it's quite nice. And to go with that blue and that yellow, I'm all right with that. I like this. Move on. Let's have a quick chat about the Leeds ladies. They are back to winning ways. Rick Passmore's side beating York City 2-0. Goals from Abby Brown and Jess Rossiu with the goal each to get them a win and get them back on winning ways. So well done to them, and a good recovery after a couple of not so great results in the last couple of weeks since the FA Cup exit. International call-ups. Weston McKennie and Brendan Aronson have been called up to the US men's national team squad for their CONCACAF Nations Final 4 games. Tyler Adams not being called up as he has been ruled out of the Wolves game and the US game with a hamstring injury. He's said to see a specialist. I'm hoping it's minor and it just keeps him at Leeds for that international break and get to work on some stuff there, which would be great. And that's that. Other international call-ups. Diogo Monteiro at Leeds has been called up to the Portuguese under-21 side for their games in an international tournament against Austria, Georgia, and Finland. He's been doing really well for the under-21s and is getting rave reviews for the performances he's put in there so far. And it looks like we've found a really decent centre back there that could potentially push through even as early as next season. The options of him and Charlie Creswell coming in at the same time are quite exciting for Leeds' future. Liam Cooper, talking about people's future. Liam Cooper, in a sad bit of news, has been talking about the injury problems he's had over the last couple of years. The Leeds skipper has said that has admitted that due to injuries, he won't be able to play as many games as he once did. In the last 2 seasons, Cooper has played 21 games and 13 games respectively. That in contrast to the 2018-2019 season when he played 36 of the 38 available games. What Cooper has been saying is he admits being a regular starter in his career is probably coming to an end. He's been really frustrated at not being able to play and has been surprised at how long his injuries kept him out this season. Gone on to say is that he admits that being a regular starter is probably not in the foreseeable future, which is sad. He's only 30 years of age. What he did say, though, is that he wants to keep playing as long as he can with Leeds, but his contract is up at the end of next season. At the end of this year, he'd only have 1 year left on his deal, so it'll be interesting to see what Leeds do with that. But been a great servant to Leeds. I'm not always his biggest fan at times, but can't admit he's been a fantastic leader for Leeds, and he's been an excellent servant to Leeds. So he's not gone. He's not gone. He's just saying he's playing less games than he normally plays, but still playing games. So good to have that experience around the changing room. It's vitally important with this really, really young Leeds side to have those experienced people that have been through good and bad times at Leeds and can add that experience to the players as well. Moving on, last bit of news today, flying through this again. Rafael Guerreiro, according to 90 Minutes, so find the biggest bag of salt you can and just pour it all over this. They are saying that Leeds are still interested in the Dortmund left back. Guerreiro is out of contract at the end of this season. Leeds could negotiate a pre-contract agreement along with other Premier League clubs such as Newcastle and Villa, who are both said to be interested in the player as well. He has 38 goals and 45 assists in his time at Dortmund and is having a pretty good season this year as well. His contract is expiring at this summer, and Leeds, apparently, from the news that's been going around, seem to still be active and looking for another left back. There is more interest in Spain, and Junior Firpo popped up today. We'll get more detail on that for tomorrow. As I said, I'm not going to do the press conference today. We'll cover that later on this evening in the live stream. So if you want to pop in and have a chat with that, we'll do a chat as well, and we'll have a conversation. We'll see how we get on. And that's going to be it for today. Again, thanks to everyone who's been supporting the channel, liking and subscribing and all that kind of stuff. Really appreciate it. Have a really good day, and hopefully I'll see a few of you tonight for the live preview. See you then. Have a great day.